I'm Doug from Global West. Thought I'd take a minute here and talk to you about our tubular upper control arms here for 1965 through 70 Impala, Belair, Caprice, and Biscayne. Now, I have a stock control arm here, so you get an idea what they normally would look like, okay? And here's our tubular control arm. Okay, so we've done quite a few changes in this tubular control arm. It's not just a stock geometry like that was in the upper. So what I'm going to explain to you here is those particular cars need some caster put into them. Now the upper arm back in those days was not really used for alignment. The lower control arm has an eccentric on it, which is used for camber, and then it has a strut rod which goes from the lower control arm forward to underneath the radiator. It's threaded for adjustment. So you can actually move that lower control arm fore and aft through the strut rod. And that's how caster was adjusted. Well, when you do that, that also moves the center line of the tire wheel package in the fender well forward. And in some cases, you really can't get the caster that you need in order to get the proper alignment. So what we've done is we've changed caster in the upper control arm. So when you bolt these things on, you immediately get caster. We added caster into them. The car needs it. It helps straight line stability, and it also will help your cornering, especially on turn-in. So by putting caster in, there's one other thing is it also keeps that tire flatter as you go through the turn, so you're not wearing the outside edge, which is a pretty common problem with those particular vehicles. You can use caster with the upper arm in conjunction with the adjustment that you have in the lower to get the specs that really work for that car, and we give you those specs with this control arm. The very last page of the instruction sheet will have your new alignment specs. You need to go to those. Don't run the stock alignment settings. They really didn't work that well back in the 60s, and now with the tires that are out there and the capabilities that we have in suspension with some of the products that we're offering, you don't need to go there. You need to go to the newer numbers. And of course, we're going to give you those. Now, let me talk to you about these arms. This is a standard replacement ball joint. This ball joint, we deliberately built it so this ball joint can be replaced anywhere in the country. It's for your vehicle. It's not something unique or special. It's a direct stock replacement. We've got our bump stops here that attach. You no longer have to worry about it being on the frame. And if you have one on the frame, you'll take it off because we already have it built into the control arm. It runs billet cross shafts, and it runs our Del-A-Lum bushings. The Del-A-Lum bushing is a fully lubable bushing. It doesn't deflect. It acts like a bearing. It's a straight up and straight down application. It does not bind. It doesn't squeak. You bolt these things on and it just controls that upper arm from moving or shifting, which is common with the stock application using the rubber bushings. So the part number for this is a CTA 50A. It fits 65 through 70. It's the front upper. Again, it's Impala, Caprice, Biscayne, and Belair. It is a direct bolt-on. You can use it with your stock lower, and you're still going to get caster benefits. You do not have to change the lower to make this work. This is going to work right out of the box, and especially our alignment settings. You won't get our alignment settings without using these. So you can't like fudge it, you know, trying to get the lower pulled in and what have you. It's going to require these arms. Anyway, CTA 50A. For the Impala market, the 1965 through 70, you guys are going to like these. They really do a good job.